GCast before this, that has now been switched off. So we've sort of moved over to now MailChimp and Shortcuts Marketing alike. So there is just a couple of things just before we do get started. So a little bit of housekeeping. My microphone is switched on, so hopefully everyone can hear me nice and clearly. Everyone else's has been muted, so if you are listening in with a headset, you have been muted. The duration of this session we'll hope to keep between 30 to 45 minutes. You're more than welcome to ask me questions throughout the session, but we will have a question and answer session at the end if you do have any questions. Hopefully today's session will answer any queries or questions you may have. Okay, so what are the benefits of Shortcuts Marketing? So it is quick and simple and very easy to use. It's accessible from any web browser. It's accessible via security levels. That basically means you can change the security level of who can access marketing in the console. Wording and images are customizable. And we can also see that send dates for all of our ongoing campaigns are preset. So this basically means there is no room for error. Okay, and of course, to make it nice and easy, just like we could in GCast, we can preview and send tests before activating. And you can also set up SMS and emails, which is one of the main difference between MailChimp and Shortcuts Marketing. You can send out SMS campaigns. It can be made inactive and active with the touch of a button, so it's nice and easy, quick and simple. Okay, so very, very soon we will be able to look at your return on investment reports. We can see how well our campaigns are doing. So our ongoing automated campaigns, this is very similar to our set and forget campaigns we had in GCast. We have our new client welcome SMS or email, and this campaign will be sent at 9 AM the day after a new client's visit. The time to see you again, SMS or email. This campaign will be sent at 9 AM for clients who have not visited for 6 weeks with no future appointments. The we miss you. This campaign will be sent to non-returning clients who have not been back for 12 weeks with no future appointments. And very similar again, like in GCast, we have our happy birthday SMS and email. And again, this will be sent at 9 AM on the day of the client's birthday. The referral campaign is sent to clients who have referred friends or family at 9 AM again, the day after the referred client has visited the business. The appointment acknowledgement, which is a brand new one for Shortcuts Marketing. Again, this campaign is sent 3 minutes after a client has created or updated their appointment. This isn't to be confused with the SMS reminders that you already have set up. And lastly, the no-show campaign, this will be sent 30 minutes after an appointment is marked as a no-show in your appointment book. Now, don't worry, all of the definitions I have just read out, if you do forget what they are on the campaigns as well, so you can see exactly what they are. Okay, so now we're going to have a little look at a live demonstration. Now, we do have some useful links as well, which you will be sent at the end of the session. You can see Shortcuts Marketing on YouTube, and you will also see there are some further classroom sessions as well. And the recording of today's session will be sent to you within 24 hours. Now, for those of you that have jumped on my webinars before, you will know you can contact us 24/7 on 0161 972 4900, and you can also email the Education Department Monday to Friday between the hours of 9 and 5:30 at education@shortcuts.co.uk. Okay, so let's jumped straight into Shortcuts Marketing. There is a couple of things we just need to do. First of all, we just need to type in our Smart System console, and that's console.shortcutsoftware.com. Okay, so I'm just going to log this person out and just log in as myself on our test system. Okay, so you log yourself in on your Smart System console, and again, it's all done via the Smart System console. Okay, so there's a couple of things we just need to do in the background first of all. So you'll see when I'm logged into my Smart System console, underneath you will see it says Site Settings, the third blue square down. So we're just going to click onto that. And at the top, we're just going to make sure you have your logo present. Now, your logo will pull through to the campaign automatically, so it is a good idea to ensure this is uploaded here. If you haven't already uploaded your logo, all you need to do is click the Choose File button, upload the image from your PC or wherever it may be saved. Okay, so as we scroll further down, you will see down here we have your website link, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now, as a bit of homework, it is a good idea to just pop those 3 social media URLs in there. Again, the reason for this, if you are familiar with GCast before and the campaigns we had, you will know that at the bottom of your campaigns, you can have the links to your social media sites. So what we do is we pop these in here in the background, and again, they will automatically pull through to your Shortcuts marketing campaigns. Perfect. So once we pop those 3 in, all we need to do on the right-hand side is click the big green tick where it says save. Perfect. So the save was successful. Okay, now all we need to do is navigate back to the beginning by clicking the top left-hand corner where it says Start. And this will take us right back to the beginning of our Smart Console. Okay, so that's the background work done. Now what we need to do is we need to log into the cloud appointment book, which is where Shortcuts Marketing is. Now, if you're not familiar with the cloud appointment book, please let me know at the end, and I will send across the webinar of how to get started with the cloud appointment book. But that's basically a fully functioning appointment book. Okay, so in the top right-hand corner of our console, you will see it says Shortcuts Cloud, and this will take us to the cloud appointment book. So you can see this just simply opens up another URL, pos.shortcutsoftware.com. Okay, so again, for those of you that are familiar with the cloud appointment book, this should look very familiar to yourselves already. Okay, so now what we can do, we can have a look at our Shortcuts marketing campaigns. So we click into menu. And like I said at the beginning, you can also change the level of security. So you can determine which of your staff members can access Shortcuts marketing. Okay, so to do this, all you would do is go into General Settings, click onto Roles, and again, you may be familiar with this if you've already set your certain staff members up with roles. And you will see if we go into Site Manager, click onto Permissions, and then if we scroll down to General, we can change the level of security here. So we can see under the configuration settings, we can then give access or restrict access to our site manager of whether they can configure marketing campaigns or not. Okay, so that's how we'd set up if you didn't want one of your staff members to be able to access Shortcuts marketing and set up for you. Perfect, so now we've done all our background work. Now what we can do is have a look at our marketing campaigns. And again, we're just going to click the menu button at the top. And what we're going to do is click into General Settings, and we're going to click onto Marketing on the right-hand side. It looks like just a little speech bubble just here. Perfect. And on the left-hand side, we have all of our campaigns. Now, we're not going to worry about the top 2 for now. We're not going to worry about a targeted campaign and message all clients, because they're what we call our one-off campaigns. What we're going to look at, first of all, we're going to look at our automated campaigns. So think of these as like our set and forget campaigns. Okay, so they're what we went through just at the beginning. So our automated campaigns are just here. So we've got our appointment acknowledgement, happy birthday, new client welcome, no show what happened, referral, time to see you again, and our we miss you. These are the ones I went through right at the beginning when I outlined all of the definitions. Okay, so you will see if I start with my first automated campaign, my appointment acknowledgement, I can do this via SMS or I can do it via email, or you can do both. I wouldn't necessarily recommend, of course, you do both, but you can do if you wish to. Okay, so if I click onto appointment acknowledgement, you will see I've got the SMS section here and I've got the email section here. Now, again, you can do either or email or SMS, but I will just let you know if you do decide to do a campaign via SMS, it will use up your bundle that you've got already set up in Shortcuts. So it will charge you per SMS. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the send schedule. These are the schedules that I read out to you at the beginning. So it is outlined here just in case we do forget whatever it means. Underneath, we have the text message already put out in a default screen for you. So as we can see, we have hi, customer first name, your appointment is booked at the appointment time on the appointment date, see you then. So as you can see, this has already been outlined for you. If you do wish to edit at any point, all you need to do is click onto it and just add in whichever words you need to do. Now you will see as I've done that, ladies and gents, I have used more characters than what was allowed. So you can now see it has moved over to 2 messages. So I would always recommend you keep within the specified amount of messages, which is 138 characters. Of course, otherwise it will take you onto 2 messages and you will be charged twice. Okay. So here you will see customer first name. If you're familiar with GCast before, this is what we call a personalized field. So what this does is it pulls through the first name from shortcuts. Okay, so you don't need to worry about typing anyone's name out. It will pull through the first name from shortcuts. You can add other personalized fields in as well by clicking the cursor next to it, clicking the drop-down menu and adding in maybe the customer last name. But again, just bear in mind, this may take us over the threshold for 1 message. Perfect. Okay, and that is how we would send a text message. Now, if we actually wanted to send ourselves a test, again, this will charge us. We can click the send test button in the bottom right-hand corner. And if we wanted to activate it to get this sent out in a live scenario, all we would do is click the activate button. And if you wanted to deactivate it, all you would need to do is just click this button here again, which would have turned to deactivate. Okay, and that is how easy and how quick it is to send out an appointment acknowledgement SMS. Now, of course, you may not wish to send out an SMS, you may wish to send out an email. So again, if I click onto email, you will see here at the top we have your logo. Where it says display logo, this will pull through your salon logo from the site settings which we did at the beginning when we were doing that little bit of homework. Okay, now underneath you may wish to add in some customizable images. Again, exactly the same as what we had in GCast. To do this, again, all you would do is click onto display image, choose the file, and find whichever image it may be from your computer. And just click the open button to upload that. Underneath we have our email subject. So you can see Shortcuts Retreat Birmingham, that is the name of my salon, booking confirmation. And again, we can add a personalized field at the end. So if that was being sent to me, it would say Shortcuts Retreat Birmingham, booking confirmation, Chris. And again, to add that personalized field in is exactly the same as our SMS. We just click the insert field and we change it to customer first name, customer last name, whichever is relevant to your email. Underneath, again, the very similar to our SMS, we have already filled out the body of the email for you. So as you can see, we've made it nice and easy. We've already added in most of the text for you. But again, if you wanted to change that, all you'd need to do is simply click onto it and edit it as necessary. Okay, so again, you've got full control, but we've decided to put basically a draft in there for you to make it quick and easy. It's designed to be super easy, super fast, super efficient. Okay, now again, as you are familiar with GCast, you will know you can add an offer in if you want to. If you don't want to add an offer in, again, I wouldn't recommend adding an offer in for an appointment acknowledgement email, but you may wish to. To do this, underneath, you would simply just click the add offer button. Okay, and this is where you can add in. So let's just say £20 off. Okay. Underneath, you will have to add in a discount code. Now, the discount codes pull through from the Shortcuts discounts, which should already be set up. So you'll see we've already got some discount codes set up. If you do need to set up a new discount code and you're not familiar with doing this in normal Shortcuts Fusion, please do let me know at the end of the session and I will, of course, show you how to do this. And right underneath, you can add some terms and conditions in. So you can say it's only valid Monday to Wednesday, and you can only use it within the first 6 months of this being issued. If you get through this and you decide, actually, I don't wish to add an offer in, I've changed my mind, all you need to do in the top right-hand corner is click the cross button, and it will take that add offer away. Underneath, you can add your online booking URL in if you wish to. Again, to do this is nice and easy. You simply just click onto the Book Now button and that will add your URL in. If you don't wish to have your online booking link in there, all you need to do is hit the cross in the top right-hand corner and it takes it away. If at any point you think you've made a right hash of it and you want to revert it back to exactly how it was, you just click the reset to default template and that will change it back to exactly how it was when we started. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how we do our appointment acknowledgement, SMS and email. And again, exactly the same, we can have a look at a preview and this will generate a preview for you. And we can see it just takes just a couple of seconds there just to pull through all of the information. And there we go. So we can see our logo at the top. That is what our email will look like. And underneath we have those social media links, again, which pull through from the beginning when we went through site settings. Now, at the bottom of all of our emails, ladies and gents, for GDPR purposes, you will have unsubscribe from our emails. Unfortunately, we cannot take that away. Okay, that is for GDPR purposes. Again, you can send yourself a test if you wish to. Emails are, of course, free of charge, so I would recommend doing this. And of course, again, you can activate it and deactivate it at the touch of a button. Okay, so as you can see, it's exactly the same for going through our happy birthdays. Again, we can do our SMSs, we can do our emails. Okay, now one thing I will just make you aware of, we do have the two new ones. We do have our no-show and we do have our appointment acknowledgement one. The no-show, what happened? Email will only be sent, or SMS, whichever you decide to do, will only be sent 30 minutes after that appointment has been marked as a no-show. So it's 30 minutes after. Because, of course, we know what happens if we mark them as a no-show. 2 minutes later, they walk through the door and they've already been sent an email. So we don't want that to happen. So it's 30 minutes after they've been marked as a no-show. Okay, so any of your campaigns that have been activated, you will see next to the relevant platform, either SMS or email, this will have a green circle. So at the moment it's grey, this will be changed to green, so you know it's activated. Okay, so they are our automated ones. That's our appointment acknowledgement, our happy birthday, our new client, our no-show what happened, referral, time to see you again, and our we miss you. Okay, now what I will do again, they all work in exactly the same way. The send schedules have already been laid out for you. So they are our automated ones, a bit like our set and forget ones. Now we have our top two, which we skipped over at the beginning. We have our targeted campaign and we have our message all clients. So our message all clients will be the one client, bit like a blast email or an SMS, which will be sent to every single one of our clients, okay? So this might be for like a newsletter, it might be advertising a new product, it might be advertising a new stylist, something like this. So again, you can do your SMS and your email, okay? And again, this is purely bespoke. So this is one I sort of made earlier just to sort of show you what we're doing, but this will purely be bespoke, ladies and gents. So this will be a blank canvas you can write in whichever you want. Okay, so you've got full control over this one. And again, you've got the same options as before. You can add a text in, you can add a discount code in, you can add your logo, you can add your display image. Okay, now you will see down the bottom, there is just a send now button. There's not an activate button because this is just a one-off email or SMS. This will be sent to every single one of your clients and that will be it done with. Okay. So that is our message all clients. Now, for those of you that use GCast before, you will know we have a targeted campaign. Now, our targeted campaign is we may wish to target a specific audience. Okay, so that may be all female clients, that may be a certain age group, that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up Shortcuts just so I can show you something in just a second. So again, our targeted campaign will be sending an email or an SMS to a specific target audience. Think of it as like our demographics, okay? So to do this, again, it's exactly the same way. If I just go back onto the internet, sorry. So again, our targeted campaign is, again, in exactly the same way. You can do an SMS or you can do an email. And again, you will have a blank field to do this, okay? Now, let's say we wish to send an email to all of our female clients, okay? We have a brand new female product coming out. We have a brand new service we wish to do on all of our female clients. So we want to send an email outlining this service or this product to all of our female clients, okay? So again, you'd fill out all of the information exactly the same. You do the campaign name, you do the logos, you do the imagery, the email subject, the body, the offer, so forth, everything the same. But what you will see down the bottom is you will see a recipient list. This is where we need to upload all of our female clients, okay? So you can see we can upload an exported list from Fusion. So you may be thinking to yourself, okay, so how do I do that? How do I generate a list which is just purely all of my female clients, okay? So what we will do is we will open up Shortcuts. And on the right-hand side of our navigation bar, we're just gonna go down to the Tools section just here. And you may have seen this little button here where it says marketing and it looks like a newspaper, okay? So I'm going to explain what marketing is. This is where we can generate a specific client list to target, Okay, so at the top, think of these as two separate sections. So we have a services done, products purchased, and we have a services not done and a products not purchased. Okay, so let's say we wish to send a campaign out to someone for someone that has always had a cut and blow dry, but they've never had a color service. Okay, so to do this, you would go into your services on the right hand side and you will choose whichever service they have. So let's say this person's always had Botox Area 2. So you can see the services they've had done are Botox Area 2, and the services they've not had done are Botox Area 1. Okay, so this would now generate a list for people that have only had a Botox Area 2 but never a Botox Area 1. Okay, now of course I don't have that many services in my test system, but you may wish to do this if you've got people that just have cuts instead of colors, that kind of thing. Okay, and again, you can do it exactly the same. You may wish to do it for people that have purchased only conditioners but never shampoos, and for this you'd click onto your products and choose the products that they have purchased, and again underneath choose the products that they haven't purchased. Okay, so that's products and that's services, but we decided we're going to send a campaign out to all of our female clients. So how do we look at our clients? Well, underneath here you will see it says all clients, and on the right hand side there is a button where it says clients. So if we click onto that, you can see we can specify and drill down for all of our clients. So you may wish to only send a campaign for someone of a specific town, i.e. Manchester Sale. You may wish to do it for someone that has a preferred employee. Now, just to make you aware, ladies and gents, if a client has an employee 3 times or more consecutively, they will automatically be defaulted to their preferred employee. So this is quite handy if you wish to send a campaign for someone that may be going on maternity leave, okay? So they have really regular clients. You can do exactly the same for anyone in a club or a program, anyone that's referred. Again, we already have the automated campaign. We already have our referral campaign. And again, you may wish to do it for someone of a specific occupation. On the left-hand side, again, you can do it for someone that's born in a specific month if you wish to, a specific age group, which is quite a common one. And again, the one we're going to do is female. So we're going to send it to all of our clients that are females. So as you can see, we filled out the information here just for the gender females. And all we need to do is click the done button. So how do we get this list into our Shortcuts Marketing? How do we upload this list? So once we've decided what we wish it to be, so if I'm just going to move these just really quickly. So we've decided we wish to send a campaign to all of our female clients. So right at the bottom, you will see we have a button where it says compute. This will always pop up just to let you know if any of our clients have opted out due to GDPR, they will not be included in this list. And this will show a list of all of our clients on the left-hand side that fit that criteria. So i.e. these are all of our female clients. Now, one thing I would always do, if you are sending out an SMS campaign, I would always on the right-hand side, when you looked at your results, you can see we've got a result of 3 female clients. I would always click the button where it says no mobile. Okay, so you can see that removes one of the clients that doesn't have their mobile number stored on the system. Now, the reason I do this, ladies and gents, is because we don't wish to send them a campaign if we don't have their SMS, their phone number stored in our system, because of course it will charge us. Okay, I would also recommend doing exactly the same for your emails, because you will see that will remove it down to 0. And then, as you can see, in this case, it's not worth my time. Again, it doesn't matter so much if we accidentally do send out the emails to someone and we don't have their email captured. We will just get a bounce back, but of course, emails are free to send out. Okay, so it won't cost us anything. So that is our list of clients we need to send our campaign to. So now what we need to do, we need to save this list so we can upload it later. So on the right-hand side, all we need to do is click onto the Save button. You can rename it if you wish to. And I'm going to call this a test list. Now, it is a good idea, as a handy tip, ladies and gents, I would always save this to your desktop or a folder to make it nice and easy to find later. So if I click onto the Browse button, and if I just save this to my desktop. Okay, so that client list has now been saved to my desktop. The last thing we need to do, ladies and gents, is upload it in my Shortcuts Marketing. So again, I go back to my internet page, Where it says recipient list, I can now upload that list of female clients by simply clicking on the choose file button. I saved it to my desktop. Now I'm going to have lots of things on my desktop. And there you can see I called it my test list. Click open, and that list has now been found. Now the reason it says no clients in the file is because none of them had any emails attached, but yours will upload. And of course this is on a test system as well. And again, exactly the same as before, we can click the preview button and we can send ourselves a test. And of course, last but not least, we can hit the send now button, and this campaign will be sent out to all of our relevant clients, i.e. all females. Okay, so there we go, ladies and gents, a little bit under the 30 minutes there of our Shortcuts Marketing. But as you can see, it's very, very simple. It's designed to be very user-friendly. We will be having a report coming out very soon, like I said, the return on investment, because that will show us how well these campaigns are doing. Okay, perfect. So any questions, anything I can help anybody with on that? Perfect. So like I said, you will be sent a recording of this as well. This will be sent to you probably in the next 24 hours. So if you do have anything you need to go back over and look back over, you can do. We do also have our videos on our Shortcuts website as well. But there we go. We will be having lots more webinars coming up, ladies and gents. For those of you that maybe want to use this alongside MailChimp as well, we will probably be having maybe 1 or 2 more MailChimp webinars coming up as well. But there we go. Thank you ever so much for joining me this morning, ladies and gents. I hope you found that informative. If you do have any questions, I will stay online for a couple more minutes, and feel free to send them across. So yeah, Mark's just asking if we've already set this up on MailChimp already. That's absolutely fine, Mark. You can continue using MailChimp. What I'd recommend, if you've already set it up on MailChimp, I wouldn't worry about doing it on Shortcuts Marketing. Most people sort of choose one or the other. They either go down the MailChimp route or they go down the Shortcuts Marketing route. Shortcuts Marketing, as you can see, is designed to be very easy. Most of the work is done for you, whereas MailChimp, you have a lot more you can do. You can really edit the photographs, you can add filters, that kind of thing. So this is just designed to be nice and quick, nice and easy to be used. For those clients that don't want the full access, that MailChimp offers. So if you are already doing it on MailChimp, I wouldn't necessarily worry about doing it on Shortcuts Marketing. The main difference, of course, you will see in Shortcuts Marketing is you can send out SMS campaigns, which you're not able to do in MailChimp. And of course, we have our 2 fantastic ones. We have our appointment acknowledgement, and we have our no-show what happened. Now you could of course replicate that in MailChimp, but it would take you quite some time. So yeah, that's the main difference. Perfect. Any other questions for me this morning, ladies and gents? Yes, yeah, absolutely, Mark. You can use both at the same time if you wish. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because, of course, the clients are going to receive essentially both the same emails, just looking ever so slightly different. But if you decide to use MailChimp to do your automated campaigns for things like the new clients, the happy birthdays, and if you just want to use Shortcuts Marketing for your appointment acknowledgement and your no-show, you can. Exactly, Mark. Maybe for the no-show and exactly the same for appointment acknowledgement. Yeah, absolutely. Spot on. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, any other questions, please feel free to fire those across. It's not a problem. Don't be shy. If you do have questions, please feel free to ask. Perfect. Okay. Well, I think that wraps it up quite nicely for our marketing session there. We managed to keep it to just under half an hour there. So I appreciate you have all joined me on a busy Friday afternoon. Of course, if you do have any further questions, please feel free to fire those across. If not, once again, thank you ever so much for joining me this morning, ladies and gents. I hope you have a lovely rest of the afternoon and have a fantastic weekend. Hope to speak to you all again soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.